the silent predator of the oceans. The swift and fleeting shadow darted a little distance away from him. His heart raced, recognizing the potential danger. But before he could process or act, a chill ran down his spine as he felt something brush against his leg. The shimmering turquoise waters around the Mentawai Islands usually presented a tranquil scene for Ahmed Abdullah as he surfed. On this particular day, however, the rhythmic waves and the meditative act of surfing became an arena of unexpected terror. Without warning, a powerful force seized Ahmed's leg. The searing pain was instantaneous, and before he could fully comprehend what was happening, the ocean around him was tainted with a dark shade of red. Suspended in a moment of sheer panic, Ahmed saw the unmistakable, sleek gray shape of a shark beneath him. The reality set in that he was in the middle of a shark attack. Ahmed tried to free himself from the shark's grip with all the strength he could muster, but the creature's strength was immense. The ocean's vastness and depth beneath him suddenly felt even more isolating as Ahmed fought for his life. The struggle seemed eternal, but in reality it was mere moments. Ahmed felt the shark's grip loosen, and the creature suddenly dove deeper into the sea, leaving behind a trail of turbulence as a relentless reminder of the ordeal he had just faced. The waves, once a source of joy and relaxation for Ahmed, now felt like insurmountable challenges. Eventually, after what felt like hours, Ahmed reached the shallower waters near the shore. Exhausted and pale from blood loss, he managed to drag himself onto the sandy beach. The juxtaposition was jarring. The peaceful, idyllic Mentawai beach against the backdrop of his harrowing ordeal. Locals and tourists who had been enjoying their day rushed to his aid. Quick thinking and communal spirit were displayed as individuals with basic first aid knowledge attempted to dress Ahmed's wounds to stem the bleeding. Their timely intervention was critical. An emergency call was made, and soon Ahmed was airlifted to a hospital in Padang, the capital city of West Sumatra. Its unpredictable side, but it also showcased the strength of the community and the human spirit. Ahmed's story wasn't just about the shocking attack, but also about survival, resilience, and the collective strength of strangers coming to its scenic beauty, golden sands, and crystal-clear waters. Every morning, the rising sun casts a golden hue upon the landscape, bringing a fresh promise of adventure. It was precisely this promise that drew Michael James to this paradisiacal beach. A banker from New York, Michael was in Hawaii not just for the sun and sand, but for a challenge, learning to surf. Despite having a natural athletic ability, Michael was a novice in surfing out to the far end of the beach, where the waves crashed with a mightier force, and the ocean appeared deeper and darker. He advised avoiding that part, especially since the individual was still new to the area. Keanu explained that it was known to have some unexpected undercurrents, and occasionally, a few sharks had been spotted there. With his typical city dweller's bravado, Michael nodded but didn't take the warning as seriously as he should have. The adventurer in him saw it as an exciting challenge rather than a genuine risk. After all, he reasoned, what were the odds of encountering a shark? The day wore on, and as Michael grew more confident with every wave he caught, he gradually drifted towards the forbidden part of the beach. The thrill of the ride, the salty wind in his hair, and the taste of freedom made him momentarily forget Keanu's words of caution. However, the ocean has its way of reminding us of its immense power and unpredictability. Michael noticed a peculiar shadow beneath the pristine waters as he enjoyed his newfound skills. At first, it seemed like a play of light or maybe a big fish. But as it edged closer, the unmistakable silhouette of a shark fin became evident. A rush of adrenaline and fear suddenly replaced the tranquility of the morning. Every stroke he took towards the shore seemed inadequate as he realized he was in a race against nature. The serene Waikiki, with its inviting waves, now posed a threat that Michael had never anticipated. Would the lessons, the warnings, and his instincts be enough to guide him safely back to the shore? The sands of time were rapidly slipping, and every second counted. As Michael steadily paddled, the silhouette beneath the crystal-clear Hawaiian waters became more distinct. The immediate realization that a shark was closing in sent a surge of adrenaline through him. Though panic tried to claw its way into his mind, he remembered the basic rule when faced with such danger: stay calm. However, Mother Nature had a different plan. The waves, initially serene and friendly, started pushing Michael unpredictably. He would progress a little towards the shore, only to be pulled back deeper. The stark contrast of the blissful atmosphere on the beach and Michael's dire predicament was heart-wrenching. Soon, the shark's dorsal fin surfaced closer to him, signaling its approach. The fin sliced through the water seamlessly, emphasizing the imminent danger. Unbeknownst to the beachgoers at a distance, a grave dance of survival was playing out. Suddenly, with a burst of speed, the shark made its move, coming in from the side. Michael felt a sharp pain as the creature's teeth grazed his leg. The brief yet harrowing contact filled the surrounding water with a reddish hue. Pushed by sheer adrenaline and willpower, Michael moved swiftly, diverting the shark's attention for a crucial moment. The shark, possibly confused by the abrupt motion, circled back for a clearer assessment. This brief moment was all Michael needed. He propelled himself towards the shallow waters with all the strength he could muster. Every stroke, every breath was a testament to his will to survive. The depth of the water soon became too shallow for the shark's liking, and it hesitated. Michael didn't pause to look back, driven by the instinct to reach safety. He finally stumbled into the shallows, the soft sands under his feet feeling like the most reassuring touch. A world-renowned surfing destination, the place was famous for its perfect right-hand point breaks and the camaraderie among the surfers who rode it. Nestled between large dunes and the Indian Ocean, Zenith's Bay had always struck a balance between beauty and danger. While the waves were legendary, so were the tales of sharks that inhabited these waters. Fresh from Toronto, Ethan Lewis was a new addition to the regulars at Zenith's Bay. Ethan was an embodiment of youthful adventure with a physique sculpted by years of surfing and a distinct maple leaf tattoo on his shoulder. Though an outsider, he quickly became popular in the tight-knit community, thanks to his infectious enthusiastic barrels, and the sea shimmered under the African sun. As they prepped their boards, the chatter was all about the thrill of the ride, with seasoned surfers sharing tips with the novices. As hours passed, Ethan felt more connected behavior. Instead of diving for fish, they circled restlessly above a particular spot. After finishing an exhilarating ride, Ethan was unaware of the birds or the concerned glances exchanged among the group. The thrill of the waves was all-consuming. But as he paddled to rejoin the lineup, a fleeting shadow beneath the water caught his attention. There was no mistaking the sleek form of the great white shark, its dorsal fin slicing through the water. Though Ethan had been briefed about the possibility of shark encounters, facing one was a whole different ballgame. He recalled the primary advice: stay calm and avoid any sudden movements. While the shark's presence was a clear threat, Ethan hoped it was just passing through, driven by curiosity. But the distance to the shore seemed longer than ever. The once inviting waves now felt like barriers between him and safety. On the shore, the group's banter and laughter were replaced by anxious murmurs. Lizo's sharp eyes, trained from years of surfing in these waters, closely watched Ethan's progress. The circling birds clearly indicated the shark's presence, and he knew. Ethan cautiously moved. The shark's sleek silhouette came into clearer view. It circled a few meters away, displaying its majestic and terrifying form. Its dark eyes seemed to study him, making Ethan feel like prey being assessed by a predator. He remembered reading about how sharks, especially the great white, often bumped their potential prey before deciding on an attack. The very thought sent chills down his spine. On the beach, the surfers had sprung into action. Lizo and a few others dove into the water with their boards, forming a protective ring around Ethan. The idea was to present a larger, more intimidating shape to deter the shark. While the tactic was no guaranteed deterrent, it was the best chance they had. However, nature often has its own plans. The shark, perhaps feeling cornered or sensing a potential meal, decided to make its move. With a burst of speed, it lunged towards Ethan, its massive jaws open. Ethan tried to use his board as a shield, positioning it between him and the advancing predator. The powerful creature collided with Ethan's board, snapping it in half. The force of the impact sent Ethan tumbling into the water, disoriented. But the board had done its job. It took the brunt of the shark's bite, preventing any direct contact with Ethan. The shark momentarily retreated, possibly confused by the broken board and the taste of fiberglass. Using this brief respite, Lizo and the others quickly surrounded Ethan, guiding him towards the shore. Their unified front, combined with the aggressive splashing and the absence of easy prey, discouraged the shark from launching another attack. The group finally reached the shore, their relief palpable. Ethan, still in shock, found himself surrounded by worried faces. He was quickly examined for injuries, and apart from a few minor scrapes and bruises, he was unharmed. The broken board was a testament to the close call and the life-saving barrier it had provided. The experience served as a somber reminder of the unpredictability of nature and the inherent risks of their beloved sport. While the ocean's mysteries were part of the allure for many, respecting and understanding its inhabitants was essential. Ethan, deeply impacted by the incident, decided to stay in Zenith's Bay longer. The brush with danger didn't deter his passion for surfing, but it instilled a profound respect for the ocean and its residents.